we decided to take a spontaneous trip to the Blue Ridge Parkway, and I'm so glad we did.
First time I really had to pull out a jacket this year.
Oh yeah, it's getting kind of chilly. Much cooler up here in these higher elevations.
It is, but it's a beautiful day. It's cool and sunny. This is my kind of weather.
Early fall is a great time to visit the beautiful mountains of North Carolina. Our first stop on this trip was Valley Cruises, home of the first mass general store, which has become a major tourist attraction in Valley Cruises.
You gonna drive now?
The Mass General Store has been around since the late 1800s and is still going strong today. It was a one-stop shop and post office for the area. I guess you could say it was like the Walmart of its time.
Rogers.
The Mass General Store is so well known for its creaky floors that they even install creaky floors in their new stores across the country.
Little napkins.
All the camper stuff. Truck camper.
$9. Should we partake? Oh my gosh.
Make it look like paper plates.
Adorable.
Squirrel.
I think the band is called the Raging Idiots.
The Raging Idiot. Squirrel. Squirrel. Wind is intense.
We're sitting there rocking on the back porch at the Mass General Store. This is the thing in the fall.
The next stop on this trip was the town of Linville, North Carolina. This place is very special to me and my family. As you drive down the Blue Ridge Parkway, you come across many bridges that are made of stones. Well, my grandfather was part of the crew that made those bridges, and his job was to lay the stones. Later on, he was hired to build this small chapel right in the heart of Linville. When I come to this place knowing that it was my grandfather's hands that laid these very stones, I feel like a piece of him is still with us to this day. Being a bit of an artist myself, I decided to do a wood burning of this wonderful little chapel. After saying a special prayer in the small chapel, we went on the beautiful scenic Blue Ridge Parkway just to take in the beauty that was around us. The fall colors were just beginning to show in these higher elevations, and many people were coming out to see them. The Blue Ridge Parkway took over 40 years to complete from beginning to end. So many of the people that started out working on the Blue Ridge Parkway were already retired by the time it was finished. Even today, as I drive down the Blue Ridge Parkway, it feels like I'm going back in time, back to the many memories that I've had as a child going up and down this beautiful scenic byway. When you're going through a hard time in life, sometimes it's good to go back to a familiar place that's filled with happy memories and be assured that happy times are ahead as well. We all have places that are very special and dear to our hearts, and these beautiful mountains in North Carolina will always be a very special place for me. Well, obviously this was not part of the Route 64 tour. We're going to get back to that probably after the holidays. We are going to do a little mini-series about exploring Christmas. We've got lots of different places that we're going to over the holiday season. We've already gone to a few places, and you'll see those in the future episodes. But we're going to do our best to have the best holiday season
ever. It's a thing with us to find new stuff every year to do. At least some. There's some things that are traditional things for us, and I'm sure they are for you too, but we try to find one or two things at least that are a little different every year. So we're going to try to show you that too. So there's some exciting things coming down the pipe that we're going to try to show you really soon.
Every town has something for Christmas, and when you are an explorer personality like us, we love to explore those Christmas activities. And so there's always something. There's something awesome to do at different areas, and we're discovering some of those.
Thanks for joining in with us. We hope you enjoyed seeing some of the fall festivals in North Carolina. We'd love to hear what you do in your area, what stuff goes on specific to your area, because we know a lot of areas fall is festival time and fair time. So we'd like to hear about that from you guys too. And we hope you had a great fall. We know there was a little bit of a lull in our videos. Thank you for bearing with us, and we look forward to sharing Christmas with you. But we'll be back on the Route 64 tour. But big news coming up after the new year.
Big news. We got some big news. Real big. Big. Like big news.
Stick around.
All right.